Good morning, welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. Welcome back to our little no melee adventure. The new patch is out, 42.17, and we are on that new patch, and so far so good. I didn't get any errors, everything seems to have worked fine. We'll see how it is. That being said, new patch on the unstable branch always has for me a little bit the increases the desire to give it a new start, to start a new save run, to experience all the new additions to the patch with a fresh character. I also feel like this run kinda lost a little bit of its steam, just because I feel like it's getting a little bit repetitive. Yeah, we can hurt a bunch of zombies, we can use the alarm, the noise generators, and the propane bombs to blow them up. But as interesting I think it was to experiment around with the strict no melee restriction, I think it's really a little bit limiting in what the game evolves into. And it was a fun little challenge idea, but I also kind of don't want to soften it up now and saying, okay, from now on I'm allowed to use melee and start swinging an axe or something. I feel kind of that defeats the whole purpose. I think this was a good showcase of what guns and bombs can do, especially the bombs. And I'm actually not surprised like how good just the vanilla pipe bombs are. Yeah, we used the modded bombs from the extra bombs mod, but the pipe bombs themselves were good enough. The noise generator, that's a whole different thing. That is an amazing piece. And the vanilla noise generator that you can build is really bad. It has a very small radius and doesn't last very long. That being said, so we're heading out one last time here because I kind of want to finish off our little Riverside adventure and get into at least one, maybe even both of those survivor houses that we've seen. You know, just keep a little bit of looting done here and see how it goes. And also, what in the world happened here? Is this the zombies we pulled out of Riverside with the helicopter? Probably. I had some concerns coming in from this side. I thought it wouldn't be that bad. Oh no, it's way worse actually. Yeah, I thought I could come in here and get to the neighborhood. I think we gotta do the long drive around. And then see how much of the helicopter nonsense created any issues over there. Now, so the end of this run is not 100% set in stone, and hopefully, if we survive this episode, the character is still alive and kicking, and we can pick it back up again. Like if there's very strong feedback from you folks to say, no, I want to see this, I want to see you, I don't know, tackle guns unlimited or something. The main problem also right now, like I said, it's running out of steam. Being stuck with no glue to build any more of the advanced explosives is a little bit of a downer, because that's gonna be hard to get. And I still have flashbacks on losing a character on a glue run, trying to get glue to make the remote door controller or the doors in my base, and getting scratched and then infected by the zombies while trying to get some glue out of rosewood. I was on a multiplayer server, but that kind of, you know, whenever I see glue, I have these flashbacks. Never again. So anyway, so if I'll start a fresh run, then there's two things well, there's one big thing I want to do, and that is a real long-term survival run. Basically a character that's built to survive as long as possible and clear as much of the map as possible. I was really thinking about, you know, starting in Brandenburg. The new patch gives us starting positions for all the different towns, and then go town to town and clear out most all the zombies. I don't know if that's going to be feasible, and maybe take some learnings from previous runs. I was thinking of, you know, we're gonna use explosives as we learned. We're gonna build a smithy and make our own swords. You know, everything I've learned from previous runs. We're gonna start 0 to hero, so we get the maximum trade points to do stuff that gives us long-term benefits. And as many skill multipliers as possible. Start with 0 strength, 0 fitness, and then conquer the whole freaking map. Now that's a little bit of a task. So I'm thinking for such a long-term run, I still think the state of the unstable version of the game is maybe still a little bit too unstable, you know? So in between, what I was thinking for the next run would be trying out that new extinction mode, which is a slightly higher zombie count than Apocalypse, with a limited amount of sprinters, and, you know, just higher base difficulty. It's kind of the hard mode, the vanilla hard mode now, if you will. Still probably, because I just like them, keep a couple mods in there. Probably no upgradable vehicles though, to stay in the spirit of a harder mode. And just see how long we can survive with that. So yeah. But also, even that is not set in stone, open to suggestions as always. Anyway, for this little final loot run here, I thought I'd bring out the M16 one more time. And they end up banging on the fence there. It's the last fence piece before you get to the open road. Should not be fighting near my vehicle like this. I'm gonna be reloading for a second here. Multiple seconds here. So a few things of what they did with the new patch is they added, well, most interesting or new thing, was lots of bug fixes. But one thing they added is new VHS skill tapes for other skills. So it's not just like cooking and mechanics and carpentry that you can find, but there's also gonna be tapes for tailoring and blacksmithing, and I think pretty much every skill was covered if I saw the patch notes correctly. So more stuff to collect, so it's great, and getting a skill boost to get past those first levels in some skills, especially thinking of tailoring, it's gonna be very nice. But again, yeah, to get these items in the world, you would have to Start a fresh world, or at least, you know, go to an area you haven't been to yet, so that these items are generated. The other thing they changed is adjusted some of the starting values for certain traits. Most importantly, you know, back in build 41, everybody was taking High Thirst and Smoker, and both were initially not only nerfed from their point values, but also made a little bit more higher maintenance to deal with. So now the point value has been changed in the player's favor a bit, so they're still going to be more annoying to deal with than they were before, but it's going to be a little bit more worth it. But maybe bringing the rifle wasn't the best idea. That's a fun idea, huh? Keeping an eye around us. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, hello there. I'll be right with you. We'll go into this backyard and actually shoot. Be able to more easily shoot the ones on this side and then get them all a little bit more collected over there. Maybe they'll break through the fence and I'm gonna have a big problem. But hey, it's content. Or something like that. Four shots for a zombie. It's a little bit rough. The best weapon in the game. Allegedly best weapon in the game. Rarest weapon. Yeah, most of these buildings here we've been into the other day, so I'm kind of surprised actually to see that many zombies coming in from the north. Seeing zombies coming in from the south is also not helping. Okay, yeah, I see how it is. Not getting the one shots as much as I would like them. Like, I'm also always thinking when I'm doing a run like this, okay, so what's the balance shooting guns, firearms versus melee weapons, right? Where you are you have less risk because you're not in melee fighting with the zombies to take them out, but you have limited ammo. Your weapon durability goes down, but that's kind of the same in melee, right? Durability goes down, weapon breaks. They're kind of even on that part. If I was like a lumberjack with, I think we have level 6 aiming at the moment, but level 6 and axe, I would be getting way more consistent headshots or one taps. Good old hatchet. Whatever it is we're getting here. Sure, there's also the endurance factor, right? So I'm never gonna be running out of breath here. At least not from shooting. Getting queasy just from all the corpses around here. Maybe I should really be more diligent about looting like a gas mask, respirator, and all that stuff to protect from the corpse sickness. Oh. These guys. We're looking on ammo. 23 bullets left. So we can load a little bit more into one last magazine. And then it's the end of our M16. That's it. That's all the 5.56 we had back at base. I think I left like, forgot four bullets in the crate. was hearing her, but I was definitely not seeing her. Maybe the green t-shirt on the grass background was a sufficient camouflage. Oh, those zombies are all actually pathfinding around to the break in the fence. Well, that's a couple less zombies we have to clear out later, I guess. And I understand why he's banging on that side of the fence. I'm not sure. I guess our little thumping with friends mod causes then other guys to thump from the other side. A couple more full magazines here. Hold on. Like, you know, the targeting reticle, it doesn't really grow in size anymore, so you can really shoot. Giving too much of a damn. Of recoil here. This is our last full magazine, and then we have the last one with 23 bullets. Some scratching that door from the inside. I guess it's a zombie. Spoiler alert. I'll find a spot here that has less corpse stink. Really. So definitely a couple are coming out of that house. Oh, that's me out. Yeah, the rest is all empty magazines. Time to switch weapons. In the trunk storage, put you in there. 9 magazines. Pistol to the holster. The remaining 9mm. Now let's see, we can kind of ignore those guys in the backyard now and actually make our way to the survivor house that I was going to head for. See that there was a zombie right there. He did see me though. Okay. Reasonably quiet. Reasonably busy over there. A long-ish way around to get to me. I don't think that's a smart... They're not coming for me. They're going to where the shots were before. This is our only way out. Well, no, the garage. The garage will be our actual way out, I guess. Stuff here. Zombies that are thankfully staying zombies. Yeah, I'm hearing somebody scratching on a door somewhere. Oh. Okay. The basement also. We should close this. Our way out is the garage, so this doesn't need to be open. AS-14. One of the newer weapons with the last patch they haven't actually had yet. That sounded like... somebody was on a barricade somewhere and broke it. Might make it out, so for now I think we're just gonna play it not safe. Play it greedy. All these boxes. Does this count as a survivor loot though? It's more like general storage loot here, general warehouse loot I would say. Wood glue is the wrong kind of glue. Oh, I forgot that I was supposed to be looking for glue. There's a zombie downstairs. He will come in, because that's a window and that's not gonna last long. Didn't hear the window break just yet. That's on the front door. Putting up here probably doesn't help my case. Something is breaking downstairs. Okay. That's more than I was hoping for. Yeah, guess we have to fight a little bit for what we just got. Well, we could just leave it. I like the persistence of that guy. He didn't care when I was walking by, and now he's like, oh, I like this fence. I'm gonna bang this fence. I bang on that. Okay, you get what I mean. Hoping we could just be fighting in one direction here. Was not Corp 6 for a second there. Didn't last all that long, did it? I don't know if there's actually 15 bullets in each magazine. It always feels like it's going out way faster than that. Maybe, you know, maybe we got the loot we wanted. We got 4 boxes of shotgun shells, 1 box of 5.56, and 2 full magazines for the JS-14. Hey, maybe we just grab that JS-14. Into both hands. Let's see what it can do. Is using this weapon making me nervous? Or is it? Oh, my nervousness is going down each time I'm hitting a zombie. Okay. Not 100% sure how I feel about this weapon. I mean, that wasn't a terrible result, but it's competing for the 5.56 ammo with the M16, so I don't think it's in any way better. So if you have both weapons, you're probably keeping all the ammo for the M16 anyway. Probably will depend on how easy this is to find. M16 is more something like you can only find on military loot. And if this is something you can possibly find in a police station or maybe even in private households, then it's a decent alternative to the M14. It's already over. Yeah, with 1 bullet left. And plenty of zombies left. And it's almost 8 in the evening already, you know? How quickly time flies by if you're shooting zombies. Well, before... Oh god, we're already at nauseous. Second phase of the corpse sickness. Yeah, that's... you shouldn't push it to nauseous. Note to self. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to base. And depending on what I find in the comments, then next time around, I'm going to be starting a fresh new extinction run in one of the new spawn locations that was added with the patch. And see how the vanilla sprinters, which are then actually going to be sprinters, so I'm not going to play with a mod that reduces sprinters to runners, how they're going to treat me and how I will treat them. Unless, of course, there's a huge request for more of the no melee run, then we'll do other adventures here. Although I'm really running out of no melee options, I'll tell you that much. We don't have that much ammo left. That's it. Okay, I guess we have 300 bullets left for the 9mm pistol. And yeah, 4 boxes of shotgun shells we just picked up. So picked up a zombie just now. So yeah. I want to head back home to base and try to avoid some of the zombies that are on the roads. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and for the great ideas and helpful comment during the series. And yeah, I didn't get to use all of them, especially the repeated suggestion for doing something with a muffler-less car and letting that kind of idle and keep the draw zombies in with the house alarm, keep them drawn in with a car on idle. Still a trick that's definitely going in the book and something we'll try in future runs. For now, I'm going to put a cut in here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.